Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you doing out there today? That's just what I love to hear. That's our live studio audience, folks. I'm so excited. I'm so elated and I'm so ecstatic because it's yet another episode of the only show in the whole wide world that analyzes the culture in its raw form. Clap it up! Thank you. Y'all are doing better than the live studio audience. It is important to note that others have come before us, others will come after us, but this is the last talk show. So clap it up for that small fact. But as you know throughout the seasons, it's not about me. It's about our distinguished guest. To the right of me, I have three wonderful people that have come from near and far to do what few people dare to do, which is analyze the culture. So would you please clap it up for Clotilda, Jacob, and Chris. Clap it up for all three of them. Make some noise. I need y'all a little louder. Y'all got me knocking over my flask. I need it loud. So happy to have them here today, analyzing the culture. So we're going to run down the list. I want them to give intros about themselves. They deserve it. I want you to get to know more about them. So let's start with Clotilda. Clotilda, tell us about you.
Well, my name is Clotilda Demaro.
Yes.
I'm from the East Coast. I just graduated school about 3 months ago. Now I'm living here and just literally doing, I TikTok. I love TikTok. I have a quick plug at Clotilda Demaro.
Follow that TikTok.
Please do. But I'm an actress, singer, musician, entertainer, all of the things. I love it all. I love it all.
Clap it up for all. Clap it up for all. I love it. My man Jacob, you're next. What's up?
Hi, my name is Jacob Gonzalez. I was originally born in Oceanside, San Diego area.
Nice, yeah.
And then I moved all around Phoenix and Denver.
Ooh,
now I'm back.
Now he's back. Clap it up for Jacob. Glad to have him back here to be on the show. What an honor. And my man Chris. Hit me, Chris.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Strong, and I work as a first responder. I live in Orange County, and I'm a real big adrenaline junkie. I ride motorcycles, I go skydiving, snowboarding, marathons. I'm always looking for adventure. And quick shameless plug, my IG is at c.trizzy.
Follow that man. Follow that man. I'm serious. Do it now. While you're watching the video, you can do the multi-tap. Follow Clotilda, Jacob, and Chris. So happy to have them. And what more adrenaline rushing experience it is than to be on the Last Talk Show right here, right now. So let's get right down to discussing what matters. On the show, we analyze the culture. We look at random situations. We look at tweets. We look at posts. We set ourselves in the shoes of others to gain a better understanding of our world. While we do it, we laugh, we cry. It's better than cats. So let's go to the first. Oh boy, that was not the correct order at all. Let's go to the first category. Love talks. Love is so important. Love is vital to the way we grow and flow as human beings. I would say if it wasn't for love, probably none of us would be here today. So let's go to the first love talk as we dive right in. Can all of you love all of someone else? Now let me preface this by referencing the popular line by John Legend in the song All of Me. I'll give you all of me. I'm not the best. You're probably much better singer than Clotilda. So I'll leave that up to John Legend to do that, not John Pointer. But let's start with Chris. Chris, can all of you love all of someone else?
You know, I think that's really difficult and challenging. Maybe in some ideal universe, but I think for me, it's you gotta love and hate some of them. So
clap that up. I get that too, because that's the thing. Well, before I yap, I want Jacob and Clotilda. Let's go, Clotilda. Clotilda, your thoughts. Can you love all of someone else?
Ooh. In order to do that, you have to know and understand and love all of you first. Or else you'll be hiding parts of yourself. Yeah. And then you can't connect with that person.
Right.
And then it's like 30% there, maybe loving them.
Right.
But then you'll love all of them. And you're gonna resent them, but really you're resenting parts of yourself. Because they're just reflecting you back to you.
Are you going that deep on the show?
I had to go there.
Going deep analysis of the culture. That's what we requested, and that's why you're here. I love it. Jacob, can all of you love all of someone else?
I would say it has to be a particular person, but I don't know. I would say what Clotilda said. I'd have to love all of me to love all of you.
Clap it up.
All your curves and all your edges.
Oh, what you know?
All your perfect imperfections.
He gonna start singing the track. I wish I had the vocals. I wish I'd hit the chorus. And it's so important because I wanted to get to those lines too, because he says, love your curves, all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Yes. Can imperfections be perfect?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, like Tyra Banks says, floss them.
Yeah.
Everyone's floss them.
I have so many that I'm gonna love them. Like I prefer the imperfections. I almost prefer like unconventionally attractive people over like scary attractive people.
True.
Seriously.
I wish more of the DMs I glided in agreed with me with Clotilda's
I could
point.
care less what you look like, your body, any of it. I'm all about soul. Soul speaks louder than like any physical anything.
Yeah.
Trust me when I tell you.
I didn't know you were a preacher, Clotilda. I didn't know you were going to start preaching. You're breaking it down. And y'all are totally right, because I think that's why John said it. And it's very significant. You know, all of me loves all of you. I believe, oh gosh, can I love all of you? Let's go to the next one before I start crying here, man. It's tough. Can love pass you by and never return? I will preface this with a song by, y'all might be too young, Atlantic Star, When Love Calls. And they say, when love calls, you better answer. Don't let it slip away. It might never come again. Let's start with Jacob this time. Jacob, can love pass you by and never return?
So I have a few songs out,
Yes.
and I write a lot about heartbreak.
Nice.
I know, it's great. Heartbreak.
No.
But you know, one of my songs, my chorus is "Thought what I wanted was nothing but you, but baby it's just not you." So,
That's deep.
but at the same time, you know, memories still come back. So I don't think love will pass you by and never return, because there's always a little part of you that still wants it.
Clap it up. That's good, too. That's good. Let's go to Clotilda. Clotilda, can love pass you by? Jake, that was great. Can love pass you by and never return?
I think love exists differently in each relationship you go through. I don't spend time on regret like that. I believe everything is an upgrade for the next thing.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take that love and the time that I got it and just be like, hell yeah, I had that. Now let's keep moving.
That's good. Let's keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
I love it. Chris?
Short answer, yes.
Short answer, yes. But you can go a little deeper if you like.
With that, sometimes timing doesn't work out. Even when two people are right for each other, even when there's a special connection there, it doesn't work out for whatever reason, and the two eventually drift apart and have to move on with their lives. Even though what they had might have been special, sometimes it just doesn't work out, and you gotta move on.
He's right. Clap it up for him. And that was great analysis, because it's true. It's true. Now I will ask this, and then we'll go to the next category of the show. Can it be love for a specific person that passes you by and never returns? So say that person moves on. So me personally, I was, I don't go too deep, but Megan Good. Megan Good is good. She's a very attractive young lady, but she's married. I should have capped, as the kids say, when she wasn't married. So did love pass me by and it won't return in regards to Megan Good? Or do you think...
That love you put out towards Megan Good may come back to you in someone else. If that, I don't... I got a little something there.
Okay,
I got a little something.
you did give me some. You
Gotta
did.
recycle the love. You gotta
You gotta
recycle the
recycle the
love.
love.
Yeah.
Jacob, do you think...
I mean, who says making good doesn't have any good feelings towards you still?
Ready, and how do we know this?
I'm hoping. Leave your man. No, I won't tell you to leave your man and come to me, but I like you, Megan. Effective pickup lines. This is a good segue into our next category of the show. Effective pickup lines is where we look at lines that are used to pick people up. Normally, you know, in the traditional sense, a guy uses it towards a young lady, but I want pickup lines used by everybody, because I love pickup lines personally. Before we dive into analyzing each pickup line, I want your thoughts on pickup lines in general. Let's start with Chris. Chris, your thoughts on pickup lines in general?
There might have been a time in my past where I've used a few pickup lines myself.
Might have been. I like that, Chris.
So I think they're a great, really effective, great way to break the ice and meet someone new. And then after that, it becomes more about substantial conversation and getting to know each other.
That's
But
just what
they're,
same page.
they're always pretty fun.
Thank you, Jacob. Keep it real with me. Keep it real.
You know, the 80s was all about cheesiness, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, pickup lines are great. I mean, you know, as long as you're not catcalling unsolicited.
Right. There's a fine line, and that's what we're going to analyze and see if some of these pickup lines cross the line, or will they be effective when Pointer glides in random DMs.
Yeah.
Clotilda.
I think because that line is so thin, for me, it has to be really stupid, really corny, really dad jokey, really just
Cringe.
to get me to actually like belly laugh. Nothing objectifying or commenting, because that stuff just passes me by. I need you to make me laugh.
Make you.
Yeah.
Let's dive right in. That was the perfect way to go. Pickup line number one. Do you have a name, or can I call you mine? I got a few chuckles there. Clotilda, you didn't laugh it up. Let's start with you.
I don't like being possessed. I don't like being owned, and to me that would be too much. Like that could be reflective of a later on issue. With that I don't know if that's going too deep into it.
No, let's go deep.
And I do have a name.
Yes,
and it's
you do.
Clotilda. And I will say
That's a lovely name.
Thank you so
Clap it up,
much.
Clotilda. I'm serious. That's
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah, I've been feeling that before I yap. Jacob?
My chuckle was more of like a, oh,
Like a how dare.
you know, like a, did that really just happen kind of chuckle. So this one crosses the line.
Crosses the line.
Crosses
Okay,
the line.
Chris, let's end out.
For me, I would say it's all based on the situation. Is this maybe when you're at a coffee shop talking to somebody, or is this more at a late night bar where it's 1 o'clock and you're trying to make a move? For me, it depends on the situation.
Clap that up.
Totally.
I
Yeah.
like that. You made a
Environment
great
is
point.
everything.
Jacob, would you
That's
admit? Yeah, because I'm going to say, Chris, thank you for that, because it depends on the context. It depends where you are. So if it's someone you might already kind of know and you're already working something out, it's like you've talked to them before, then this might be, do you have a name or can I go? Because you know their name.
Right.
No, but if it's
Right.
somebody I just met, I just
Right.
walk up to some person, hey, do you have a
Right.
name or color? You have the right to pepper spray me. Ladies, I give you the right. Let's go to the next pickup line. They analyze that pretty well. Oh, are you a time traveler? Because I see you in my future.
This is an example of one of the corny ones I probably laugh at.
Okay, you laugh at it.
I
Okay.
give this one the green light.
Okay, clap it up for the green light.
Yeah.
Jonathan, give me the green light. Chris, let's go to you. Chris, are you a time traveler? Because I see you in my future.
Let me just copy and paste this into an old Tinder profile of mine. I'll let the audience try to figure it out. We'll let the girls.
Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, that does have that kind of vibe. Jacob, time traveler, see you in my future.
I'm pretty sure I have slid this into Iggy Azalea's DMs.
Oh! Clap. I need a louder clap. 'Cause, man, I once saw her in my future too. Jacob, I'm with you, my man.
I still see her in my future, so back off.
I wasn't even left on red, so she didn't see it. But I also like the reference because then, if you were at a Back to the Future convention, this would be perfect.
Of
You know,
course.
if you were at
Environment.
it depends on the context. So if someone slid in, well, my DM's drier than the Sahara, but if a time traveler, because I see in my future, I'd be like, dang, wow,
Right.
you got some content. You know about Back to the Future. You know about time traveling people.
Yeah.
Let's go to the final pickup line. I love these folks. Excellent analysis. You must be a high test score because I want to take you home and show you to my mom. I love the laughs. I'm loving it. Now, Chris, I'm going to start with you. You didn't chuckle. You shook your head a little, but what are your thoughts?
I think it's kind of cute.
You know,
I would be a fan of it.
I'm going to clap that up for him. I'm going to give a little dialogue, but let's start. Jacob, your thoughts.
I would say this one might be a little too long. You know, it depends how you say it. If you walk up and you're like, you must be a high test score because I want to take it. She's already gone.
You're right. That's good. It's got to be quick. It's got to be fast-paced.
It's good, but it's long.
It's not. It's too long. Clotilda?
First thought was length. Length is too much. You've already lost me. And also, if there's people around, my hearing, everything, it's gonna.
Yeah.
Now I'm nervous because I don't know if I heard you right.
Right,
And now,
right,
and I want to feel
right.
confident when you're trying to pick me up. You
So
know what I'm
true,
saying? And
so
now you're
true.
taking that away from me.
So true.
So-
Gosh, man, I didn't really think of that. I guess I won't be using this one
Anymore.
Let's throw that one out. I mean, I will note. I think it's significant that the person, it's not crossing the line because that's somewhat honorable to want to take the person home, like to show something to the mama. Because like my mom is very picky with whom I'm bringing home. She wants the best. So if I have the nerve to say, I'm taking you home and showing you to mama, you're ranking up there.
It's true.
Which is.
But if you just met me, I know you don't mean it. So it's like, I guess it depends where we are in the relationship, right?
You're right.
Environment,
In the
everything.
context of you're just meeting the person, I guess no way.
Right,
No way.
right.
That would just be, whoa, you don't even, you want to take me home?
Right.
Like, first of all, cut it off there, even if they didn't finish. Like y'all said, the length, just kind of ridiculous. Let's go to the next category of the show. This is where our dear guests get to express their artistic abilities. So, underneath their chairs, or close to them, they have a drawing board. So let's erase the drawings that are already on there. My apologies. We had some other talented guests doing that kind of thing. If it's a kind of a struggle, I can get y'all something else. I'm sorry, Chris. I don't want you to have to do that.
It's okay.
you
Very
okay?
proficient.
A little
Your hands look
workout.
nice
Yeah.
either way. Wonderful. So draw it out is where you get to express, because all three of you are talented individuals. Even though I suck, that's why I'm glad y'all could do it and I could just watch. Because we're going to give you a prompt. You're going to have 30 seconds to draw out what's presented there. I will start the timer when the prompt is presented. But first, I'm going to give you the prompt, and then I'll time it, and then we'll start. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Live studio audience, you ready? Little delayed, but I'm guessing you're ready. You have 30 seconds to draw yourself, starting now. Go, draw yourself. And yes, I want to see some skill, I want to see some talent, and that's what all y'all are about, skill and talent. Yeah, draw. Oh yeah, man, that's some real deep faces, man. Y'all are really drawing it out. All right, we got about 15 seconds left. Oh yeah. Draw your best self. Y'all look great to me right now. I don't know how you could look any better, but we're looking at about 8 seconds left. Okay, now we're at 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, beep, 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 ring. I'm sorry, y'all. I wish I had the buzzer sound. Wonderful. So let's instead of turning them all around at the same time, let's do one by one. Let's start with Chris at the end there. Chris, can we see your illustration?
Okay, only if you guys
Now,
promise
I'm
not to
gonna say
laugh.
you're a handsome man. I'm gonna say you're a handsome man. So I want to see. Yeah, I say pretty accurate. If we did a split by split, that smiling face, we got the rainbow, we got the clouds, we got the sun.
I took a little bit of artistic liberties.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Nice smile, still got the hair, body. You're a little more built than the stick figure. You looking good to me.
You too, guys, you too, guys.
Clap it up for him. I love it. I love the illustration. Let's go to my man Jacob. Jacob, what you got there? Here, handsome devil too. You better do yourself justice, okay?
I went a little more crazy, like Pablo Picasso.
I love Picasso. We love Picasso.
I made sure to highlight my nose.
Your nose is that. You do not have MJ 1972 nose, man. You do not have a big nose. You're looking good. I love it.
I didn't have enough time to get my really thick eyebrows.
Look, in
but
30 seconds, y'all don't want to see what I. Leave that alone. I'm terrible. That's great, Jacob. Clap it up
It's a
for him.
Picasso painting.
Thank you.
It is. It has that Picasso vibe. Really do though.
Thank you.
Really do though. And last but not least, Clotilda, do yourself justice, girl. Come on now. Oh, okay. Oh, got the lip, the luscious locks, like a lock.
I have to really overdo everything.
Yeah. Now, is
I
that
have
a
to.
tiara on your head?
Crown?
Oh, no, I'm
Not crown.
sorry.
Princesses wear tiara. Queens wear crowns.
The Queen C. I don't care about no Queen B. Queen.
But don't do her like that.
Oh, don't do her like
She's my
that.
number one.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Okay, then we.
The beehive.
Gotta watch out.
I like the. Don't kill me, Jay-Z. Please don't kill me. I love you. Don't kill me. Okay, that's wonderful. Clap it up for all three of them. I love the talent. It's much better than I could do. Trust me on that. We might have one more prompt. Let me see. Okay, yeah. I don't want to get to that one yet. Yeah, so once y'all erase that, do y'all need something to erase or anything?
Sure.
Will that be good? Because if not, I don't want to. Thank you, Jacob. I'm sorry, I don't want to get your arm all messy. But I love Draw It Out, man. It's one of my favorite categories. It really is, because it allows you to express your artistic abilities. Let's go to the next one. You get 30 seconds again for some more fun. Do all of you know who SpongeBob is?
No, just kidding. Yes.
Oh, well, don't make me cry, man. 30 seconds to draw SpongeBob. Ready? Go. I think my man, Chris
got a
got
little
a
bit
little
of
early,
head
so, okay, well, we're not going to take off any points, though. 30 seconds, okay. They are drawing SpongeBob. Quick note while they're drawing out SpongeBob started about 20 years ago. The man Tom Kenny plays the voice of the legendary character. I don't know, the millions of people that grew up on SpongeBob. Remarkable, amazing, a great show. And now you guys have about 8 seconds. Let's go. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And wonderful. I just love drawing out. It's just fun, man. They never ask us to draw anymore. You know, we work at these jobs. We got to pay all this stuff, taxes. They don't ask us to just draw.
Oh no, I still draw on my job.
Wrap it up, man. I don't get to do that. Clotilda, let's start with you this time. Show me your SpongeBob.
Okay, so you might not recognize SpongeBob. This is from one of my favorite episodes. I don't know if any of you guys can you
Oh my
anyone pick
gosh,
up
is
on
that
it?
Doodle Bob?
No, I love Doodle Bob though.
Franken.
No.
No.
Best time to wear a
Striped
striped
sweater is all
It's
the
all
time.
the
Clap it up for that episode. That was a hot one. It really was.
It really
I
was.
love it. That is
Thank you.
SpongeBob.
Thank
That
you.
is the sponge. That's Bob. Jacob, what you got for me?
Well, you know he works at the Krusty Krab,
He definitely
and he
does.
likes to catch jellyfish.
He does like
so
to catch
I
jellyfish.
drew him in his.
That is great. Oh my gosh! In 30 seconds.
Well, more like 31.
fantastic.
I love it. That's great. That's great. Don't y'all really want to try a Krabby Patty? But that's the
So
one
bad.
thing, Chris.
It
That
depends.
sounds delicious.
I mean, they hype that thing up.
I'm a vegetarian. I still want to die. I wouldn't care.
The
I'd give
veggie-
it all
the
up. I'd
veggie
give it all.
vegan.
You think they make a vegan Krabby Patty though?
Mr. Krabs
That
wants the
would
money.
be-
You know he love that money. He's gonna have a
Plankton makes the
vegan
recipe, though.
That's true though. That boy Plankton. Chris, let's see your illustration before I cuss out
Okay.
Plankton.
I had a couple of extra seconds, but I'm pretty sure mine's the worst. So here we go.
I like
may-
it.
That's bullshit.
You drew Gary too? You get extra
Oh,
points for
yeah,
drawing
you
Gary.
drew
I
Gary.
may
You
or
drew
may
Gary.
not have forgotten to throw out clothes on him, so maybe we can censor that part out.
No, I love it. I love it. Clap it up for SpongeBob. No holes in them, but hey, it's all good. We still love the sponge. So you can put those underneath. I'm having too much fun with these folks. We're going to do one more category extra because I really want to dive a little deeper into our culture with you guys, and then we're good. So you can put those underneath. You don't have to erase it.
Oh.
We'll do that later. I don't want to take up more time. So let's go into the last category of our show, sensible nonsense. This is where we look at random things that occur in life, and they make sense on one end, but they don't really make sense on the other end. So we look at paradoxes, contradictions, and just try to make sense of it in general. Let's go to the first one. Colonel is spelled like Colonel. Kernel. That makes no sense to me. Live studio audience, how do you feel? Yeah, boo, please, boo. I failed so many spelling bees because of crap like this.
Yeah.
Let's start with Chris. Chris, why? Why did whoever developed these, why did they do this to me?
It's just terrible.
terrible.
I don't know how many times I have to sound words like these out. So instead of saying Colonel, I would say colon L.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. Or if I wanted to spell a word like Wednesday,
Yeah.
it's always getting to me every single time.
It's ridiculous. I don't know why they would do this. It's just evil, personally. Jacob, Colonel, spelled like K-E-R, what, why?
They say English is the hardest language to learn.
It really
and
is.
this is exactly why.
Yes.
You know, we have Colonel, bear, fair.
God!
There. Where?
I can't take it.
Why?
Crystal. Okay, Clotilda.
I was literally about to say, if someone just came from another country and they're trying to learn this language,
hard.
give them some freaking grace.
Yes.
Get over yourself. Give them, I don't care if it takes them 10 years, 30, I don't care. Like,
God.
this language is insane.
I've been speaking, that's the only language I speak, and I'm still barely able to speak it.
Yeah.
Give me a break, man. It's ridiculous. I don't know why you would do this. And like you said, Wednesday, I like saying interesting. But people will correct me and say, no, it's interesting. I'm like, you're forgetting about the extra E in there, the R. It's like, don't just cut words.
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's sensible nonsense because I get it, because they did it, but I don't like it because I failed spelling.
How would you
bees over it.
explain this to someone? Like, why this isn't?
Where's an R?
There's no
No R.
there's no reasoning behind it.
There's no
There's
reasoning.
no specific.
There's no
maybe
tilde.
there is some
There's no
type-
accent.
Nothing.
It might make more sense if you had someone who's called Colonel Popcorn. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that could be fun.
Working with something.
That could be fun.
Right.
Would have made more sense than Colonel Sanders. That's deep, Chris. Let's go to the next sensible nonsense. Old people and babies are the same. They love staring, bruh. We just recently discussed this in another episode, old people and babies. It's sensible nonsense to me because it makes sense on one end, saying they're the same because they do a lot of the same stuff. But then on the other end, I'm like, no! Old people have lived the fullest. Babies just getting here. Sensible nonsense. Let's start with Jacob this time. Jacob, do you get it?
I do get it. You know, there's sometimes babies where I'm just like, why are you staring at me? And you know, it's the same thing with old people.
Absolutely. It's true. Chris, old people and babies.
I kind of agree with this. I mean, take for example Benjamin Button.
Bitty Bun. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
The same person.
same person. That's true.
I agree with it, half and half.
Half and half, and that's my conflict because I'm like, it makes sense on one end, but I still, old people, oh man, all the money they got saved in their account, babies ain't got nothing, man. I'm trying to know some old people,
Right.
Clotilda, old people and babies are the same.
I'm so with this.
So
it's
with
the
it.
wisdom. It's the wisdom that the old people I think are coming back to finally at that age that babies are already born with. And then the self-doubt builds as they get older and takes away from the confidence and knowledge.
That's so
Yes.
deep. Man,
Yes.
Clotilda made her go. So give me an example of some of the wisdom that a baby can impart to one of us. Because you said they're born with it and then the self-doubt, they start to lose it. But then when they're old,
Just like a knowing and an okayness with the environment around them and not having to prove anything at
clap
any
that up.
time.
And babies, we can talk about this. Babies and children are brutally honest.
Yeah.
Brutally honest. It's almost not good sometimes.
Yeah.
For example, we had 3 lovely children on season 2 of the show, and they insulted the shoes. And I thought they were nice. Brutally honest. Hey, you can pay them down. I still think they're nice. I still think they're nice.
Those are
And
McSnazzy, man.
Thank you.
Snazzy.
They also, the hair. They were not feeling the hair.
Really?
And I'm like, this.
It's like
Do you know how much I
Margaret.
paid to get? I went to the barber. I went to the salon. I went to the. But they're brutally honest.
Right.
So, and I feel old people might be a little more lenient with us. I mean, sometimes they're rude. Oh, you young people don't know
Right.
what it is, but it's tough, man. It's tough. And life is tough, and that's why we have sensible knowledge.
I don't know. I feel people are brutally honest too.
And that's where I get the sensitiveness. Yeah, because they will be cutthroat sometimes.
I think kids and old people just show up as themselves, and in between there's just a lot of doubt.
Kinda,
So
yeah.
I think that's what we can take from it is the confidence and just like whatever.
Yes.
But be socially perceptive. Maybe like, you know, the delivery with the shoe comment probably wasn't all that ideal.
100%. And I will tell you this, old people and babies keep it real, but Clotilda, Jacob, and Chris kept it real on the last talk show. Clap it up for them. Clap it up. That was the last category of that episode. I had to throw in an extra one because I love them very much. So the last thing we're going to do, well, second to last thing, is I want them to plug their social media. They kind of already alluded to it, but I want them to do it again because I want you to get connected with them. They're wonderful, talented people. So let's start with Chris. Chris, share with the viewer. How do we find you?
Everyone, again, best way to find me is on Instagram at c.trizzy. I'm posting a lot of the different adventures and activities that I love doing, so you'll find out some of my workout activities.
Yes, I need that workout routine too. You see, anorexia. Jacob, hit me with something. How can we find you?
Well, for me, it's just Jakey G on TikTok and Instagram and
Okay.
Snapchat. You know, but on Spotify, it's Jacob Gonzalez.
Nice, yes, because that music, I want to find out more about that because I've had my heart broken various times. Clotilda, hit us with something. We need to find you.
Where should am I looking over
This
here?
one, preferably this one, but hey,
Okay.
every camera loves you.
Cool.
You're welcome. Every camera. Every camera.
IG and TikTok at Clotilda Demaro. That's CLOTILDA DEMAURO. You want motivation, you want self-love, all of that. It's all there.
amazing.
Follow me.
Clap it up, please. Live studio, what are you doing? 3 wonderful guests. What an excellent time had analyzing the culture in its raw form. I love to end out each episode with a joke. I normally offer it to the viewers, and I'm going to the guests, and I'm going to do that again. Chris, Jacob, Clotilda, do either of you fine folk have a joke that you would like to share?
Yeah,
Chris,
definitely.
hit me with something.
So let's see. I'm a big fan of the silly dad jokes.
You know
They
it.
just get me every single time.
You know it.
Let's go with this one. So 2 radio antennas have a wedding on a rooftop. The wedding was okay, but the reception was amazing.
That was good.
I loved it.
I'm a big silly.
I loved it. Hey.
That was really
Hey,
great.
it's about connection, man.
Yeah.
Jacob, you got one?
I don't know. I would have to probably think about it.
It's okay. If not, my man, I'm gonna hit us with something. But Dave, that was hot. Clotilda, you got one?
I got nothing.
Mind
Yeah.
blank.
I
I
don't
can never
blame
be
you
a
guys.
stand-up
It's my
comedian.
fault. It's my
Sometimes
fault.
when we pass the graveyard, this one's dark, but my dad is always like, I heard people are dying to go there. And
My grandma.
That's a
would do
good
that
one,
too.
I feel like.
It is a good
That's all I
one.
got right
I don't
now.
know. I'm like, Grandma, do you want me to laugh at that or do you want me to cry?
Right.
It's a good one though, because
Livid.
I'm dying to get
Yeah.
into it. But we'll end out with one. What do you call a ghost's true love?
Wait.
What do you call a ghost's true love? A ghoul friend.
Oh!
I
I was thinking really hard into that one.
Folks, it was such an honor and a privilege analyzing the culture with these fine folks. Clap it up one more time for Chris, Jacob, and Clotilda, please.
Thank you.
They deserve it. They deserve it. Remember that Instagram information. We'll put it in the bio. Continue to follow, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And we're going to see you on a future episode of the Live Talk Show. Thank you. Clap, clap, clap.